Hey YouTube, Just Jake here with another flashlight review. This is the NEBO US Army TAC 180 flashlight. Yeah, it was a pretty long title of a flashlight. Just had a lot of things to say. Now, this flashlight, I'll show you first the box. So here's the box that I received it in. Now, as you can see, it says TAC 180 up front and US Army logo here. Very nice. But it doesn't say NEBO anywhere. So that's why I had no idea that this was a NEBO flashlight until continue reading on the back. I saw www.nebotools.com. And that's when I said, oh, it's a NEBO. So anyway, going back to the flashlight, this is the TAC 180 sponsored by, or I guess collaborating with, I have no idea, but it has the US Army logo on it, so I guess the US Army approved this somehow. This is not used currently by the US Army. This is not their flashlight. I'm sure that they have plenty surefires that they are using before this one, but it still has the logo on it, and also Army Strong on the back. So I guess the US Army approved this somehow with NEBO to make this this brand. And not too bad of a flashlight, guys, not too bad. This is primarily a thrower. This is definitely only a thrower. There is very little flood that comes out even the sides of this flashlight. This is basically a thrower. If you are looking for a compact, because it actually fits very well in the palm of your hand, not bad at all. It's pretty thick. That's where I like the feeling of this in your hand. So if you're looking for a compact 3AA flashlight, you know, this is it, especially for a thrower. You know, if you're using this for searching or for hiking, I've used it for both. I've used it at work, I've used it in general use at home, kind of tested it all out, and altogether not that bad of a flashlight. So, going to the specs. Now, the specs are the technical, at least we're going to the technical data. This is anodized aircraft grade aluminum. So the whole body is covered in this, and it has just a very nice feeling. The knurling is soft. So it's not an aggressive type of knurling, not too soft, but it's more of a soft type of knurling that is comfortable in your hand. The lens is a polycarbonate shatterproof lens, or at least that's what NEBO declares. So not bad at all. And if you see it a little bit dirty, that's because of my dog. He licked this earlier. He licked the lens. So going on with the technical data, it also has a rear glow in the dark tactical button. So basically it absorbs the light of the room, or you can even light it up with another tool. So I'm gonna light this up real quick. And show you. So it's also used kind of like, instead of a location beacon, you have this glow in the dark. So I guess it shows you where your flashlight is, or at least a side of the flashlight. And the button is located recessed inside of the bottom of the flashlight, so it can candle mode. It can candle mode. So it can stand candle mode. I'm so sorry. It can stand candle mode. So hallelujah, that's a great thing for many flashlights. I think all flashlights should candle mode. Another cool thing about this flashlight was the bezel. The bezel was just very attractive. You know, it's just, I love it. It's kind of an aggressive type bezel. Not the most aggressive out there, but yeah, really cool. And it also lets you see if your flashlight is on when you put the flashlight head down. So in the box, you'll notice that there are 3 batteries back here that I put back in. Now these are Duracell Duralock batteries and a lanyard. These are the accessories that come in. The lanyard broke. That was because of my fault, because I pulled the flashlight way too hard. It was a cheap lanyard though, I have to say. It's not nothing special like Phoenix or Nightcore. It was just a low quality lanyard. So about the price range. The price range of this flashlight was $27. Now, there's a couple of things to say about this flashlight. Why would someone pay $27 for this flashlight when for a couple more dollars you can get a 2AA good quality Phoenix or maybe Nightcore flashlight? And I kind of found out why. Now, because this flashlight does 4 modes and only 4 modes. So we have 180 lumens, your high, 90 lumens, your low, and the defensive strobe and S.O.S mode. Because this flashlight doesn't do anything else fancier or really isn't of too much quality care as Nightcore and Phoenix, I guess they basically concentrated themselves more on the efficiency of the flashlight. So maybe more on the runtime and output. It is true that you can get a Phoenix or a Nightcore flashlight, AA flashlight for just a couple more dollars, but you'll find yourself with a flashlight that does a turbo mode for maybe 2 minutes and then it does a step down or something like that. With this flashlight, I have tested it out outside and it stays on a constant high for a very long time. This runs on 3 AA batteries, and the 180 lumens do last for a long time, or at least maybe it did a step down, but if it did a step down, I barely noticed it. I did not notice it at all. So yeah, very good good flashlight. I wouldn't say high quality, because there's many things about this flashlight that some people probably won't like the polycarbonate lens. You know, it's not glass, it's polycarbonate, and a lot of people didn't like the button. A lot of friends of mine that have tried it. I prefer this type of button, not bad at all. And like I said, the comfort is very, very good on this flashlight. Just really like this flashlight. Plus the batteries do give a great little weight to this flashlight. It gets a little bit heavy, so I also like that heavy type of feeling. I forgot to say the LED is a Q4, a Cree Q4 LED, and the reflector is just a normal reflector in plastic, nothing too fancy. So now I'm going to pause the video and put in some fresh batteries, and we're going to be right back. Okay, now just put in fresh alkaline batteries. Now the batteries that I'm using are nothing too fancy, you know, no Energizer, Rayovac, Duracell, normal Ativa batteries, low cost, and just not bad batteries. I use this basically in all my AA flashlights because I use them every day, and I just don't buy continuously a lot of fancy brands like Energizer or Duracell because of the price. So anyway, going back to the flashlight, this is the retainer, the retaining AA battery carrier. So this is the carrier, forgot the word. And as you can see, there are three batteries here. Now, one of the cons about this is that it is not the best quality type carrier I've ever seen, like one of Phoenix type of carriers, but it is pretty thick plastic, so not bad. Another thing is that this flashlight does not, this carrier, does not accept rechargeable batteries. I have tried with Energizer rechargeable, Duracell rechargeable, and a loop. They just won't fit, and we're talking about just like a millimeter, just a few millimeters right out, maybe a 0.2, a 0.3. It just won't fit. Only alkaline. It accepts only alkaline. So we're gonna put this right in the flashlight. So whoops, had it on. Okay, so So now we have it on high mode. So here's your 180 lumens. 90 lumens, defensive strobe, and S.O.S. To change modes, you can either, I'm gonna wait for the camera to come back. Here we go. So to change modes, you can either click continuously, which is a pain in the butt, but to do it better, and there is no manual in this, so NEBO really doesn't explain. I found it out just by personal experience. But to change it, you can just simply tap. So you simply tap the button. So that's pretty cool, you know. You don't have to be clicking continuously. You just tap it. Once it's on, you continuously tap it, pick the mode you want, turn it back off. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna see how this guy goes, this guy does outside on the outdoor field test. And so nothing, stay tuned. Okay, now we're outside with the NEBO TAC 180 US Army flashlight and Leo. He's pretty tired, so we're gonna try to do this as quick as possible. So in front of me, as you can see with the headlamp, there is an emergency reflective jacket. So based around 30 meters right in front of me, there's another tree at 18 meters of distance in more to the left, and right in front of me is a tree of a distance of up to 5 to 6 meters. So we're gonna try this on high output, so 180 lumens. So here's the tree. And you know, like I said, this is more of a thrower. So this is way more of a thrower rather than a floodlight. So now we're gonna go to the second. And I can see everything just fine, clearly. No problem at all. And the last one. So there's the emergency reflective jacket. It's reflecting reflecting back everything that I point at it. So there's the tree, there's a white wall behind it. So yeah, this flashlight is not bad at all. If you are looking for a compact AA flashlight that is basically a thrower, and you're trying to look to avoid the step downs that a lot of companies will not tell you, and it's just very annoying, you know. You're trying to keep your flashlight on turbo mode, and they will try to say this flashlight lasts 200 hours when the truth is that it lasts 200 hours on its lowest output and not on its highest. So be careful on that. So now just to show you the beam pattern real quick, I'm around 4 meters from the wall of my house, and this is the flashlight on. I'm gonna try to put it on high. Yeah, it was already on high, so this is high. So it's not a perfect quality type of beam pattern, you know, nothing too fancy, not too perfect circles. So we're not talking about Coast here or maybe Phoenix, but it does the job in throwing. So if you're using this as a search light, or maybe for hiking, or just for, I don't know, maybe a general type of use and checking out what's in your garden or what's in your property outside at night, bringing also your dog walking, it's not too bad of a light, you know. If you're not that peaky guy who wants a perfect circle and all that quality of a beam pattern, then yeah, this is the flashlight for you. So not bad. So these are 90 lumens, then you have your defensive strobe and S.O.S mode. I don't know if you can see the button that is glowing. No, really can't see that too much. So yeah, this is the NEBO Army TAC 180 flashlight, 3 AA batteries, not too bad. And once again, I would just like to say, like I say on all my reviews, the camera is picking up only 25% of what the flashlight can really do. Obviously, the human eyes pick up much better than what it can actually do in reality. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Stay safe.